Hey, James. You're early again. You beat everyone else. Oops. Let's see. Jeez, I guess I just hit okay. Just got this guy from spray painting. As a matter of fact, I just spray painted his sides there, and it smells in the room now. So that's good. Let me clean this up. Oh man, hope I don't get a headache. Yep, that's nasty. Ran out of paper towels. Okay, actually, what I should probably do is glue the freaking. Nope, guess you can't see it's out of the frame. I'm gonna glue the tracks on the repulsor so that it'll be officially finished. Instead of it being officially finished, it'll be officially finished. Also, I need to get these guys painted because I need 6 of these guys, and now I have officially 6. This will be 3 of them, and I'll paint them blue. And since we're going to paint them blue, I'm going to go ahead and paint this Dreadnought blue too. Blue Dabbity Dabbity, and also that Dreadnought over there too. Since they're base coated, I need to move a whole bunch of crap out the way. That's what I need to do, so I have more room. Kind of put this back to where do I put this back at? That's right there. I guess I do need to kind of move my towel. I'm not painting towel yet, so I don't want proof of towel. Well, that's good enough. Good enough. These are the concept people. Hey, what's up, Woof and Panzer? I noticed this spray paint actually dries fairly quick. Just pretty nice. Like, really quick. Feeling I just spray painted that area about 5 minutes ago. It's really dry. It dries pretty nice. So I smell a little bit of the fumes off it. So I'm gonna be painting blue again, actually, instead of the gold. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be running the command squad anytime too soon, because I need my aggressors. So I do actually run 6 of those. I also run frickin' 6, what do you call it, Blade Guard veterans, which I absolutely need. Okay. Put these guys in the back, except for him. My gosh, I am missing something on their cloth. Hold on, I gotta look up the models. I am missing something on their cloth there, in their crotch region. Excuse me. Where's the command squad? Command squad, where are you at? There you are. Don't have that one. Don't have the sword one. Ah. I wonder if I need to go look at my decoration areas, because I thought I had them all in here, but I guess not. Clearly. Because I know this goes to what would normally go to him, but he doesn't have the sword, so he wouldn't have that. Yeah, what? Does he wear two? No, it doesn't. Look, there's another one of these things that go 2 clots in the front, twice the power. Yeah, I need to go find it before I paint his crotch cloth. Definitely. I was looking away. I didn't quite understand the context there. That sounds like a suburb in downtown Da Nang. I have no idea what I said at the time. I was looking at the GW website to see what's supposed to go in the crotch cloth area. Like this one has. Huh. Like I don't have this crotch cloth either. So I'm missing some crotch cloth accessories. I think this guy has it, and this guy doesn't have any. So we're going to be doing a lot of blue painting today because it's 2 Dreadnoughts worth and 3 Aggressors and a Terminator. Oh, alright. Go ahead and get started here. Gonna be a lot of blue painting. Kind of forgot to attach this top piece. Oops, let me raise up the, there we go. The top piece right here, you can see it's like a different kind of color white. It's not as smooth. I had to paint that on there. It's a white primer. Well, hopefully, I mean, it looks good enough, so hopefully it'll stick. We got 2 Dreadnoughts to do for all this blue. It's going to be a lot of blue. It's going to be a blue all days long today. And I might be streaming a little bit, oops. I might be streaming a little bit later today. I'm not sure. Just thinking about I might be going to Sam's Club to go pick me up some brisket. So I can cook some brisket. Smoke some brisket, actually. It ain't the best in the world, but man, it's still good. Might have to make more blue after this. Use my fine detail brush for this kind of blue. Oh, oh my gosh, that is hard. What in the world? Oh, jeez. There we go. There we go. Okay, good. Alright, with the fine detail brush, we're going to be painting this guy. This might be too fine detail a brush. I can hardly recommend Master's Brush Soap for cleaning your brushes at the end of a painting session. Wireless. Do you mean this stuff right here? Oh, yeah, you can actually see it. I don't know, maybe it's paint brush cleaner. Cleans oil paints, watercolor, acrylic, and stains. You mean something like this? I used it a little bit. I am terrible at doing things, okay? I do need to get good at them. I need to do better. I can't believe with my fine detail brush I can't get to the certain areas, the hard to reach areas. A fine detail brush too big. Yeah, I'm terrible at it, man. I bought it a long time ago, or not a long time ago, but it has been long enough, I guess. I'm just terrible at it. The in between spots is really kind of rough. Gosh darn it. Poking me with your standard. Okay. Definitely gotta go with a finer brush than this fine brush to get in some of those harder rich areas. But other than that, looking pretty good. Yep, I will use fine detail brush later. I'll use extra fine point as opposed to this very fine point brush. I need to. I've been. I had some 3D prints going for a little bit. It's just been sitting there for a long time. I need to definitely pull that out and do some more 3D prints. I think that's what I gotta do before I go to sleep today, because I've been lazy with it. So many models I need to get colored, painted, and printed, and all of that. But I have been putting it off for so long. Why? Lazy. Alright, I think this person's good to go. You're at most of the areas. And hard to reach areas, I'll get with a fine detail brush. And it'll be hard to see anyway. Look at your fine detail brush for your extra fine detail brush. The 6-inch wallpaper brush. Nah, man. Not the 6 inches wallpaper brush. Come on, that's ultra fine. No, you got those rollers that you use, you know, for the wall paint. The one that's about that long. That's some extra fine detail brush right there. What you used to paint the walls with. You can't miss any details with those things. I have no idea what the technical terminology you're using over there. Those fancy. I have no idea how to read those things. I know zero is supposed to be super fine, but I'm guessing there are other zeros out there, like double zeros maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've heard of that. Like, I don't know what the sizes are, of course, but I've heard of like a hair on a brush. Like just like a single solitary horsehair or something. Alrighty. I got these guys done pretty quick because of the ultra fine paintbrush that I just used. It's almost equivalent to a horsehair, but I think it's finer than that. Alright. I guess we could let this guy dry out just a little bit more. Get the Brutalis going. Don't know if I'm gonna paint that back one, the back of this thing. I should get in there as much as possible though with the blue, because it's white otherwise. It's almost like I should just spray paint this thing blue, but they don't have the blue. I guess, I guess that's what airbrush is for. But I don't think I'll get the same effects, probably. So I'm justifying myself doing this by saying that I won't get the same result if I were to get an airbrush versus if I were to scrub this thing on there, which is true. And this is a little bit more painstaking, and I'm looking about all the shortcuts I could get. Okay. Chipping effect. Dude. Oh, hold on. Chipping effect. Shipping medium from Vallejo. Oop. Yeah. I'd like to definitely, one day paint a truly, how do I say, a truly like, oh man, there's a lot of crap in this. How to say, like actually painting, chipping, rust, fade, wear and tear on like maybe a game, maybe actually this new army. And Infinity, I might do that with because they're called space. They're not called. They're not. This is not what they're called. But from the fighting, the team that I play with, or should I say, the people that I play with, they call them Space Amish because it's like the most powerful nations at one time sent an expedition force out, but they used a lot of money to do it and kind of made them go broke. The problem was they never returned because they got lost. So these nations are now poor, and the people that were sent out there were like warriors and stuff. They're not scientists because they wanted to secure the area first. So they were kind of dumb. They were essentially all warriors there and no real scientists. So they have no hackers. They have medics. They have somewhat of an engineer, but they're mostly like just people. It's hard to reach areas. Yeah, for sure. And I don't paint those areas. And we kind of take a while to paint because there's a lot of air. Plus the arms move. And I have to paint the areas where the arms are kind of moving from, even though I'm going to paint that gold, actually not gold, but gunmetal. This is going to be a pain in the butt to paint, but I only have one of these. I don't know if I'm going to get two. I tend to always want to get two, just in case I do run two, and generally speaking, that's usually all I'll run, at most, is two. But I think in this case, I don't think I will with these guys. The person that built this did such a great job of making all the arms able to move, and he does a really good job painting too, but still. Oop. I was gonna say, does the even claws move too? I'm just gonna T-pose, that way I can get everything. T-pose. So I can attempt to get all the areas here. Hope my scouts come in pretty soon, because those are other things I run. So other than freaking missing what do you call it? Blade Guard Veteran, which I need 6 of those. I would have a complete Space Marine army. At least what I typically run. Suppose more like Pat Dappin, you know? You mean paint down or something like that. Because I ain't patting him with my hand, but I am patting him with my paint brush. I am definitely going to have to make more of this paint, I'm sure. Me, I'm built to harm everything. Unless you take me out of this dreadnought, then nothing. I'm just a corpse in a sarcophagus. I can't do shit without this this thing. Man, I should have did a better job at spray painting this guy. I think there's areas that I miss. They're kind of hard to paint. The paint doesn't really stick too well, so. But I will say, I got a 40% off coupon. Think about buying a third paint, spray paint of this guy, or of the paint. Actually, it's really good. I like it. It dries pretty quick too, amazingly. Oh, itchy. My entire body. It's a literal weapon. Yeah, man, I need to find a way to spray paint these things a little bit better, considering I do tend to miss the underside of it quite a lot. And I do try to spray paint underneath it, but still misses all the time. So I get those, my god, it's using a lot of paint. It on there thick, so that way it can just grab whatever it needs to grab. All right. It's a freaking lot of blue on one model. Man, I got a Redemptor Dreadnought to do too, and another Ballistus Dreadnought to do. Whoo-wee. Good thing I bought that massive blue color, Ultramarines color. Well, I guess this is gonna look painting blue too, so why not? Do some of the underside that didn't quite take the paint, even though I painted it. It's probably because it doesn't have a base coat in it, and it's just kind of repelling the paint. Kind of wish these nipple guns were glued down. I guess I could kind of glue them down, but I should, because I don't care about them moving. It's cool that they move, but not necessary. Alright, we're going to leave this T-posing Dreadnought on its own for a little bit. And let him dry up. Where can I put him? Where can I put this guy at? Uh-oh. So hopefully I can put him here. Okay, cool. I think I should have cleaned my water before painting. Between the R pose and S pose Dreadnought figures, huh? Repulsor pose, S pose. What? I am lost there. I guess that's what makes this kind of a bit of an easier paint, because I can actually remove the arms. So, how do you drink your coffee actually in the morning? So, what brand do you use? Is it dark, medium, or light roast? Do you measure out yours? Do you grind your beans? Do you grab your coffee from your backyard? Do you just put coffee beans in a cup and just straight up into your mouth? And you put them in a hidden pouch in your either your cheeks or your stomach for later usage. And I hope the Redemptor Dreadnought's gonna be as easy to paint as this Ballistus one. Just because that's gonna be like, that's gonna be, let me mess this up a little bit, because that's gonna be solid blue. Ah. Interesting. Like, I don't like instant coffee. It's kind of nasty. Very bitter. And I know some people who drinks instant coffee, but then absolutely love ground coffee. I mean, although I'll say there's this one drink that I drink uses instant coffee, but then again it has a lot of sugar to it and a flavoring, so it cancels out the nasty instant coffee effect. So that's terrible for me to just be drinking that, because it's literally sugar with a hint of nasty coffee that gets dispelled away by the amount of milk I put in it. It's terrible. It's like, are you sure you like coffee, or do you just like milk and sugar? That's actually... Oh, Jesus Christ. Is it they don't like ground coffee, or just it's inconvenient? I'm kind of curious about that. Like, I don't know. Trying to think if I've seen any videos about, like, you know, Europeans talking about instant coffee versus ground. Although there is this one YouTuber that talks about coffee all the time, and he's all about ground coffee. Ground coffee. Well, on occasions I've had it, I find it very weak. Well, yes, it depends on the amount, though, for sure. Like, I find instant coffee to be just pure bitterness. It's all it is, because it's, well, I don't know. It depends on how it's made, for sure. But I will say, like, the beauty about drip coffee or ground coffee is that you can strengthen or weaken it as much as you like. And I think, was it espressos, I think you could extract a lot more flavor out of it. Which is something I want to do, actually. I want to buy me an espresso machine. But they're kind of expensive. Well, I say they're expensive, but they're honestly pretty affordable. Generally affordable. And what I want to do is I want to do the espresso with a lot of milk and sugar. So do you really like coffee, or is it milk and sugar that you want? But no, I like the blend of it, though. Like, not too much. Well, to some people it's a lot of sugar, but I don't use sugar per se. I use the creamer stuff. But either way you look at it, it's still, there's a lot of sugar in it, I'm sure. To those in the U.S. Coffee with milk with 3 sweeteners and milk. So when you say 3 sweeteners, what is that? Like sugar, or like the artificial sweeteners? Because I think in the U.S. Sweeteners, I believe sometimes they're used for artificial sweeteners. Cream to those in the U.S. Oh, so sweeteners is cream? Yeah, I kind of try to stay away from those, kind of now. Although I will say, I heard stevia is pretty good. It's not like really bad like compared to the other ones. I just remember starting to lose a little bit of my memory. I think I had too much what do you call it? It's the blue packet one, I believe. God, I can't remember what it's called. I don't know if it uses the same color. No, cream and milk are kind of different. Generally speaking, when you think of cream, it's usually heavier, like more fatty milk. Because that's what it technically is. You have heavy cream, which I forget what the percentage of fat is in it. But yeah, you have light cream, medium cream, heavy cream. But all I've seen was, I think, light cream and heavy cream. And then you have creamers, which are different. Creamers can be mixed with heavy cream, milk, and then you have flavoring, which is either just sugar or maybe hazelnut, like, you know, vanilla, like different kinds of coffee flavors. I don't know if y'all have it over there or not. What else? So yeah, you have certain coffee creamers. They don't use milk at all, but they use like palm oil or sunflower seed oil or something like that for the fat. And I realized that I like International Delights oil better than coffee creamer or Coffee Mate creamer. I think I can't remember which one uses what. I think International Delight uses palm oil, I believe, and I like that flavoring so much better than whatever Coffee Mate uses in theirs. But then you also have coffee creamers that are actually use real cream, which again is like a higher percentage fat than regular milk. So I guess do you guys have like something like heavy cream where it's like it's essentially milk but very fatty? For us, milk tends to have a lot less fat than cream. I forget the percentages though. Like I think heavy cream is like 3% fat or something like that. Or not heavy cream, sorry. How do I say this? Milk, whole milk. That's it. I think whole milk's like 3% fat, 2% milk is 2% fat, and then heavy cream is like, I don't know, 10% or something. It's a higher amount for sure. I have some heavy cream. I absolutely love heavy cream. Heavy cream. I love milk. Just put it that way. I absolutely freaking love milk. And heavy cream, it's just a fattier milk, but generally speaking, fat is flavor. I'm sure you heard that terminology before, and it's absolutely true. But of course, there is a tipping point where it becomes just nasty. But you have to find that for yourself individually. But heavy cream, I could drink that. And it's not good because 15 milliliters is 50 calories. 15 milliliters. I know that's your measurement, so that should be a decent. And some people use heavy cream too to put in their coffee. Heavy cream and sugar, or what they call half and half, which is half. Our milk comes from skimmed, semi-skimmed, full fat, or raw milk. Ooh, raw milk. I don't think I've ever had that, nor have I seen that. I don't believe. How's that compare? Have you tried that? Again, like I said, I absolutely love milk, so that's gonna be a problem. Raw milk. That's really weird. So, are you telling me this is milk that's uncooked? It's raw? Well, that's probably what an American would say. Damn it, I want my milk cooked. Yeah, yeah. I understood that. But like how does it taste? Have you tried it? Compared to say like whole milk, full fat milk, I guess. I'm guessing full fat milk is like whole milk for us. Oh. Hmm. There we go. So like, are you okay with like whole, like full fat milk? Like, is that all right for you, or like, I don't know if you mean that to be like all of milk or not? You're not keen in, or is it just particularly like raw milk? For semi-skim milk, dietary. Nah, man, I gotta go whole milk and mix that up with a little bit of heavy cream to fatten it up a bit. Like I like milk so much that I put whole milk, or it's probably full fat milk to you guys, and I have like I want to buy dry, the dry milk, and mix that into the milk, the whole milk. Oh my god, I am terrible. It's just like, you know what? Milk needs more milk. You know what this milk needs? Dry powdered milk. Oh man, almost. I'm time to put this on the other arm so I can let it dry. Oops. Oh gosh. There we go. Oh. Oh. I don't know about that. That's kind of weird. Bacon and well, you know what people have put? Was it bacon and what's it? What did it mix it with? Is it ice cream? I think that tastes okay though. Bacon and ice cream. Now, if you're talking about that kind of milk, I've heard. I think I've heard of people doing that. Bacon and ice cream. Was a Pate. You're walking in, some people talking about bacon and milk, and what milk needs is more dry milk, or more milk, and just in general. All right, what else we got? Oh, I forgot the librarian needs to be painted too. At least need two of them. Maybe we should have went lighter on the color. Well, the reasoning for it, though, actually, from what I hear, there's a special spot between, you have to get sweet, not sweet and sour, but sweet and salty. If you hit that perfect spot, that's like the perfect flavor. So that's the reason why you have like bacon and ice cream, I guess. Or I don't know what else is there. There are like other things that are sweet and salty That's very good. A certain kind of popcorn does it too, like caramelized popcorn. Caramelize, yeah, caramelize. Oh my gosh, I can't say the freaking word. Caramelized popcorn. You gotta go into the strange stuff. Oh, I've heard of people like eating pickle with ice cream too. Actually, it's usually pregnant women though. I've heard of that from. Or they crave pickles actually and ice cream. Yes, pickles and ice cream. Weirdos. Man, I think I should have maybe went lighter on these guys, but I think I'll be all right. You know what goes good with bacon? What really goes good with bacon? Bacon. Bacon and other things, man. Bacon and bacon. What you talking about? Trying to dilute the flavor of bacon with other things? Nah, man. You put bacon on top of bacon. That tastes good. Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous. But it's true though. You know what you sandwich between the bacon and the bacon? Another bacon to make a bacon sandwich. Just better to eat peanut butter and caramel sauce ice cream. Nah, man, you need to put bacon in that. Actually, you know, bacon sounds good with those. Gotta close out some of my tabs here. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Why am I coughing so much? Bacon is love. Bacon is life. Let's see. Let's see how well this thing does. Introducing a new paintbrush. Add more blue. So I guess I want to finish this before I try to attempt to fill this back up with more blue and Floaid mixture. So I don't know if today I'm going to go out to the shop and play, or if I'm going to go to Sam's Club and buy me some brisket. I'm thinking about the brisket. Shut up. Jesus. Actually, speaking about Miss Piggy, I watch, what is it, What is your leather recipe? Leather recipe? What you mean by that? How about my brisket? My brisket is I try to keep it simple. Salt and pepper. And then smoke it for how long? How long do I typically smoke the brisket? 6 to 12 hours. Somewhere around there. Because you're really... I'm going to try what I'm trying to do. I'm still trying to learn how to cook brisket pretty good. So this time I'm going to trim out more fat on the fat side. And try to keep the lean alone. And see if I can make it taste really, really good. And try to smoke it for a very long time. Glitter, whips and chains. No, you called it right, Panzer. That's exactly what he's talking about. You didn't get it wrong. You got it right. You nailed it. All right. Oop. Got some on my finger. You're looking pretty good. Gotta wait for his ass to dry, though. That's a lot of paint in that armor, but it's gonna be alright. Alright. I think I got all the blue done. I've never had moose. I've always wanted to try, like, just different kinds of meat in general. Let's see. So bad. Probably need to get freaking the OG Tigress stripped and repainted. And find a backpack for him because apparently. It was plastic, so it wasn't. This is pure. Actually, this is a solid piece of pewter, except for the backpack, which was plastic. Another solid piece of pewter. I love venison, but only in. I think I've tried deer once, and it was because one of my coach actually hunts. He turned it into jerky, so it tasted like meat. The other half gets spilled on the beach. In the painting section, if you don't cover your hand. Well, I've been fairly decent. I got some on my thumb, right there. You can kind of see a little bit there, and then the middle finger, there, the thumb, and okay, I got really bad in that thumb. I've been fairly decent with not painting myself. But yeah, I use a lot of this blue paint, which I need to probably. Wow, I didn't use a lot at all. I thought I used a lot. Huh. It's about, I guess you could say it's about that tall. It's at the top of my nail. Huh. I swear I poured a lot into this little bucket here. I painted 3 of the aggressors, this guy, the dreadnought, and the T-posing dreadnought. Huh. Interesting. I could have sworn I used a lot, and I didn't. That's amazing, actually. Oh yeah, I know what I need to do. I need to paint this sign. This banner. It's going to be mostly blue anyway, so I might as well use a fine brush. Use up the rest of this blue if possible. Just kind of dab it in there and just kind of freaking go all over like, That's it. That's my painting technique right there at its finest. Moose is lovely, but the only way I can describe the taste is the taste of wild. There's I remember someone saying, I think it's for rodents though. I think it's for rodents, and rodents have like a particular taste that all of them kind of taste like or similar to. I believe it was gamey. I believe it's the word that's used, or is it deer? I don't know. There's a particular type of animal that or taste that applies to quite a few animals that are in a very similar, I guess, family or whatever. I thought maybe rodent might be it, and I think it might be rodent, and it's like considered to be gamey. And that's the best way to describe what rodent tastes like, I guess, gamey. I don't think that's how it means in maybe in the U.S. Gamey is, I think it's a particular type of taste. Maybe it is with no fat, but I would assume all hunters animals have a distinct taste, as in Sweden described as wild. Huh. Interesting. Wild. It's kind of got me kind of curious as to. I'm gonna look up the definition of gamey and see what maybe the American definition, if it is. I don't know if it's necessarily because it's lean, meaning no fat. I think gamey is something a very particular flavor that's rodent, that most rodent will have the taste of. But wild is it like when you say wild though? I actually just thought of this. Like, is it like there's no way that all wild animals have the same taste or flavor? I guess I don't know what to describe it. Taste probably. There has to be a distinction though, considering that between like a deer or like a wild rodent. But that's the reason why I believe they said that rodents has like the gamey taste to it. I believe because I guess because they're all like rodents. Let's see, can't keep that guy. He's poking me. So, but are you familiar with the wild taste though, Panzer? Like I have no idea what wild is, honestly. Let me see. I don't know if I'm spelling it right. Huh, so it says gamey, having a strong flavor or smell of game, especially when it's slightly tainted. North America, it says. And then an example of gamey is having a tangy flavor or odor of game. An example is, I like the gamey taste of venison. Having a flavor or odor game or other meat kept uncooked until slightly tainted. The roast was still edible, but slightly gamey. Never mind. Maybe not. That's not the right word. Okay, it says, what foods are gamey? Quail, pheasant, squab, bison, elk, venison, wild boar, goat. Oh. Rabbit, alligator, and ostrich. Ooh, alligator, ostrich. Huh. Pretty small legs on a rodent, but the basket of rat legs from Wendy sounds interesting. Hey man, when they run out, they gotta keep up with the demand. Right. Let's see. Man, I guess I'm gonna call it. I was hoping to stream a little bit longer today, but I think what I'm gonna do for the next hour or so is go to my freaking printing room and get my freaking prints off the build bed and start up a new print so I can finish my O12 army. And then I can start up my next O12 army. The most expensive piece of meat I've eaten is moose. Moose child. I don't know the English word for the piece of meat, but here in Sweden it's called Well, you have another thing that you want to try out, Paint. Is going to be, I'm sure you've heard of it. It's going to be A5 Wagyu. I don't know, if you want to try that or not. I certainly do, but I've heard it's something that you can barely really eat. You have to eat like a very little amount because it's just so fatty. So that's my. I mean, I tried a supposedly Wagyu meat, but it's not. There's no way it could be that. I bought it from Walmart. Supposedly Wagyu meat. I don't know if it was A5 or not though, but there's just no way that could be Wagyu beef. Oh man. Well, this is my philosophy, I suppose, is to at least try most things once. You know, so to try it once, I'll say yes to it. They say it's like very buttery, very good, like it's crazy good, but it's something that you can't have a lot of. Which is, to me, it's very much like heavy cream. I'll absolutely love heavy cream, but after a few sips of that, it coats your mouth and you can't taste it anymore. So human. Huh? Oh, to try things out at least. Well, I have to say that I hate to say this, but I don't think there's any kind of like Wagyu style cows in America. So not even that would make it a Wagyu. It'd have to be imported. I believe even Australia is actually doing Wagyu style meat. They have their own version of Wagyu. I just don't know how, good it is compared to the Japanese Wagyu. I mean, it's kind of crazy how they take care of those cows too. They pamper it, they massage it, they make sure not to startle it. Make sure that fat's growing. But anyways, I'm gonna pause right here. There's gonna be, since I'm participating in a tournament on the Saturday, I won't be streaming that Saturday, I suppose, because I gotta understand the time frame. But yeah, the Friday going to the Saturday, I won't be streaming that day because I have to go to sleep early. Because the tournament starts whenever I go to sleep, so I need to make sure I sleep, at least 1 hour before the tournament, so that I can be extremely tired and make extremely bad judgment calls. Yeah, it's a week away, so it's 6 days away, 5 days away, some number of days away. Less than a week, more than a day. So anyways, I try to stream every day about 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and stream for at least an hour so I can paint my pile of shame, so that there's still a pile of shame, but at least they're painted. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you.